Greetings, Fellowship Pellissippi family. I hope you're able to enjoy some sunshine and some good weather this weekend. Man, I want to jump right to what many of you are probably wondering about, and what does phase 2 of our regathering plan look like? And that to me is an important word, regathering. We're not really reopening. We've never been closed. As a matter of fact, we've invested in the lives of one another and in our community in significant ways in the last couple of months. But I want to share a quote from a pastor in Washington, D.C. His name is Mark Dever. He said this on Twitter this week, and I thought it was particularly potent and helpful for this moment. He said that many in the media and government and other places seem to think Christians want to be in churches. They've misunderstood what a church is. He goes on to say, church is not a sacred place we long to be in. It's a people we long to be with. We want to be together, assembled, a church, wherever it is we meet. We want to be with people. And I know that you and I have felt that way in a very necessary step to both love our neighbor from a health point of view, to love our neighbor from a Christian witness point of view, to be good citizens and honor civic authority where we're able to in good conscience. We have set aside and social distance and worshiped online and done life groups through Zoom and all sorts of different things. And I want to commend you as a church for being a good neighbor. I want to commend you for being so patient during this challenging season and just really being so supportive and prayerful as us, and me and particularly as spiritual leaders. It's really been a joy and a blessing. Many of you have texted your friends, you've Marco Polo'd, you have engaged with us online on Sundays, and I want to say thank you so much. And as we begin to move towards reentry in kind of a slow phase towards one in-person worship gatherings, I want to encourage all of us to continue to be good neighbors. And here's what I mean by that. I want us to continue to be patient and empathetic towards one another, avoiding the temptation to judge or shame those whose pace of reentry might be faster or slower than ours. Let's be a compelling alternative to a culture that's filled with outrage, hyper-partisanship, name-calling, anger, vitriolic language. Let's shine as a light in this moment of what it looks like to be people who give generously in grace to one another. Let's be the people God's called us to be and champion what His kingdom looks like. So in the days to come, we're going to begin announcing and releasing the details and logistics that we're still working out about what a regathering in phase 2 looks like. But I want to give you a brief preview of what's to come so you can have some idea of what to expect. In the days ahead, hopefully as early as next week, we'll be able to give details, logistics, and a start date. We are going to offer 3 different worship options for our congregation. One option will be a small in-person gathering where we practice appropriate social distancing and wise responsible behaviors that are in accordance with guidelines that were given that are given to us by health officials, particularly those who are thinking about what large gatherings and worship spaces look like. And our hope is to make it possible for anyone who wishes to attend at least one, if not 2, in-person small worship gatherings during the month of June. So stay tuned for that. Our second worship offering will be a streamed live worship option for you to partake in maybe an in-person worship party, maybe a small group gathering, a life group gathering, small group of friends, again, being responsible and taking appropriate precautions and guidelines, but doing that with others. And then the third option For those in our church community who either are maybe still at high risk because of age or health or immune system, or those who might be anxious to regather at this point, we respect that and honor that. We'll continue to offer the in-home worship streaming experience as well as our fellowship kids at home discipleship resources. Matter of fact, in phase 2, at least for the first several weeks, all of our children's ministry will continue to function online, and we're going to continue to partner with parents in helping you lead your kids in these times. So I want you to know that we're diligent right now. We're working through the logistics plans, kind of making sure everything is done well. And is for your good. And so once we feel like we've got those in a place where we're comfortable with and we're ready to release those, we will. And that'll include the date that we begin this on. But in the meantime, I want you to pray with us. Would you pray for our church, our congregation? Would you pray for our city? Let's pray for our leaders, not just your church leaders, but also the civic leaders around us. Let's be people who are praying for gospel opportunities to really make an impact in this time. This has been a challenging season, but if anything, it's taught us that the church isn't a place that we attend. It's not a weekend event. It is a people, the people of God, the people of Jesus on mission with God for the good of our neighbors, to the glory of God. Hey, I can't wait to join you online this Sunday, 10:30 a.m., live.fellowshipknox.org. We're going to continue our Conversations in Babylon series. Hope you'll join me then. Until we talk again or see each other again, take care.